The following segment is sponsored by Food City.
Welcome to the Stateline Sports Reporters podcast, brought to you by Food City. I, of course, am executive producer of Sports and Special Projects, sports anchor Heather Williams. I am flagged by my sports team here. We got Josh Widman. You know Josh has been here for a few months now. And the new guy on the team, Andrew Watson. So, Andrew, first of all, just tell everybody where you're from and a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm from Fredericksburg, Virginia. I'm a big golfer. I played golf in college at the University of Lynchburg, and then Josh and I have a little bit of connection. Both went to Syracuse, but I was only there for 1 year.
You didn't know each other, right?
Did not know each other, no.
I don't know why I keep getting these Syracuse guys, but
Because we're the best.
yeah. Oh, see, look, I even put this back here for both y'all, just so y'all know. Even though that's not even where I went to school, but that is where I represent. All right, so talk about just moving to Bristol. What your experience has been what you think of the area so far.
Yeah, I like the area. It's been a lot to try and learn everything and try and learn where I'm going, where I want to eat, get adjusted to everything that goes on here and try and fit in with you guys because you guys do such a good job. So I'm trying to, keep that going. But it's definitely a lot, but enjoying it so far.
Lots of places to eat, and GPS is your friend.
Yo, 100%.
I mean, I've lived here 10 years, and sometimes I got to put stuff in the GPS, but that's a lot of times just because it's so pretty, I'll get sidetracked and be, oh, look at the beautiful mountains. Where am I right now? So completely understand. All right, so welcome to the team. We are so excited to have him. We are finally a full sports team once again, it's been a year almost since we've had 3 full people in the sports department. So pretty excited about that. Excited for both these guys. They do great work. And all jokes aside, Syracuse really does a good job of cranking out sports people. So I am very thankful for that. Let's switch gears because I really brought everyone here. Let's talk about, I think there's this game or something going on this week, the big game. So I guess we'll start with you. What are you looking for out of this game?
Yeah, I really don't know what to expect. The last handful of Super Bowls I've been able, while not always picking the correct winner, I've been able to kind of get the feel for the game. I have no feel for this game at all. It could be a blowout. It could be down to the last possession. I'm hoping for a good game. I think that if I had to make a kind of pick of what kind of game it was going to be, it's going to be close. An interesting number out there that people are interested in tends to be 4.5. I think it kind of hovers around there, but yeah, I have no real feel for this game.
What about you? You got a feel?
No, I don't. I feel the same exact way where, I trust the Seahawks a little bit more than I do the Patriots. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's one game for a championship and you really never know what's going to happen. So I do think it'll be close. I think it'll be relatively low scoring, but you never know. I mean, it could be way up there.
Do the Patriots, because Vrabel is, one of Belichick's disciples, do they still have that Belichick aura, that first ballot Hall of Fame level of
You just had to get that dig in.
Had to. So just, do the Patriots still have that same aura, or is it a whole new idea?
For me, it's really interesting because watching the Super Bowl, a little bit of a humble brag here. It's gonna be different this year. Really, the whole playoffs were because I'm not used to it. But I do enjoy the fact that I'm not gonna have borderline hospitalization stress in my life. I love Vrabel. I do. I mean, he did play for the Chiefs for a while, but I loved him when he was in Tennessee with the Titans. I think he's a heck of a coach. I think he's a smart dude. My biggest concern is I feel like this team, because the AFC was so wide open this year, because the teams that were normally at the top, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bengals, even the Bills to an extent, although they did make the playoffs, were a little bit down, that they took advantage of a weak AFC this year. But I feel like they're a year or two ahead of schedule where they should be as far as being really a super. Now, they may steal one, and all props to them, right? If you can steal one, the Chiefs have stole more than one. Yeah. They've lost some that they should have won. So if you can steal one, you got to go do it. But I think the Seahawks are just, in my mind, seem better prepared for this moment. Like they're on a little bit better schedule.
I think the game, the way the Seahawks are constructed, allows for them to thrive in more different types of this game. Like Patriots, I think they got to try and like muck it up, make it ugly. Right. It might not be 10-7 in a snowstorm like the AFC Championship game, but I think the lower scoring favors them. Seattle has the more explosive offense, but they do have the quarterback that at least longer history, but more proven to turn the ball over in opportune time.
I also think it's interesting that it's the first Super Bowl that I can remember in a while where there isn't a star quarterback. I mean, Drake May is playing well, but there's no Patrick Mahomes, there's no Jalen Hurts, there's nobody there. So it's not like you're relying on a star. It's a full team effort this time around, which I think is also really interesting.
It's more of a throwback Super Bowl. I mean, there have been Super Bowls. This era of the quarterback. I mean, both of you are too young to remember life before this, but this is. I mean, there have definitely been the John Elways and the Peyton Mannings of the world, but there was also Brad Johnson, in a Super Bowl. Trent Dilfer in a Super Bowl. So I mean, that it just doesn't happen that much anymore. So it feels a little throwback for me. But I like it. I like it when there's a chance that the MVP may not be a quarterback. Because I'll be honest with you, the last few Super Bowls, especially for the Chiefs, I didn't feel like Patrick Mahomes always deserved to be the MVP. Yeah. I did not. To this day, I don't think he's the MVP of the first Super Bowl they won. Yeah. But
tends to go to the quarterback,
especially when they're a superstar.
Yeah.
But these aren't. So I think I'm really intrigued by the possibility that someone other than the quarterback may be MVP.
That is one thing that I do feel kind of confident in. JSN for MVP, the Offensive Player of the Year. That would be my pick for MVP.
I agree with that one also, but I do think if the Seahawks go out and throw a first punch, I mean, it could be anybody on that team because I think if they get up 7-0, 14-0, you could pull anybody off the offense and say they were the one who did it. Yeah. So I don't know.
Do we really believe that they're going to go up like that though?
They could. I mean, it really depends on if they can get that first stop, but it's still up in the air. I mean, again, I have no feel for this game at all.
Yeah, it's really hard because, I mean, I will say I did going into the playoffs, I did pick the Patriots in the Super Bowl because just as I talked about, I felt like the AFC was wide open. They were the most consistent. It was their chance to steal one. I did not have the Seahawks in there. Even though I watched them all year, I didn't really believe that they were the real deal until the playoffs started. And I was like, yes.
Yeah, it just, these two teams being here shows with two first year in their franchise quarterbacks. Obviously, Vrabel was in Tennessee, but it's his first year in New England. Shows the importance of leadership and why some organizations tend to stay at the top and some trend towards the bottom.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
So do you think that when it's all said and done, I know we're a long ways away, but I mean, well, let me phrase it this way rather than say that it's all said and done. Is this Super Bowl appearance for Vrabel more impressive than Belichick's first one because of the quarterback?
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I think, yeah, I would have to say yes. Recency bias maybe, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. In the regular season, I kind of was hating on the Patriots because their schedule was so easy because they were
pretty weak.
last year.
It was pretty weak.
But then they got to the playoffs and they kept proving me wrong again and again and again. I think it might be. It's pretty impressive that they made it this far.
They definitely were, as I've said, they definitely were opportunistic in the fact that the AFC was so down. But you have to take advantage of those opportunities when they come up. All right. So, is there anything else other than the game? Is there anything that you guys get into? Do you like the commercials? Do you like the halftime show?
So I am a huge Marvel Cinematic Universe fan, and they tend to release trailers for their upcoming movies. So the big one, Avengers Doomsday, is coming up, so I'll be glued to the screen early, waiting for that trailer hopefully to pop out.
Okay, we got to make sure that I get you connected with the sports director in Asheville.
Yes, okay.
Same thing. Loves that. What about you?
I'm a big commercial guy, but this year I'm excited to see Cadillac F1 team release their livery for this season, their first one in the sport. So I'm excited for that. And
I got me another racing fan, by the way.
Yeah, the halftime show this year I think is also going to be really
always love the halftime show, even if I don't like the artist, even if I don't know the artist very well. I don't this much about Bad Bunny. I'm old, but
it's a spectacle. I mean, when he was announced, I was like, oh, like that's an interesting choice. But I mean, there's no denying his star power. He's one of the biggest stars on the planet.
Well, I just also like to see how they approach it. Like, big, huge productions, who comes in. We had a guest appearance from Serena Williams crip walking. There was the year of Snoop and Dr. Dre. They had all sorts of celebrity guests coming through. Their Bad Bunny appeared a few years ago in Shakira and J-Lo's Super Bowl. So, I mean, it's really a fascinating study in pop culture.
For sure.
And I love it. All right, so let's make some predictions. Let's get bold. I'm going to make the new guy go first, though.
I like that.
I'm going to say the Seahawks win kind of one of those dirty games where the Patriots kind of control it, but the Seahawks get one or two big plays and they win it 24-13 with a touchdown late to really put it out of hand, but it'll be a close game until midway through the fourth.
So all the signs are pointing Patriots for me. My brother is a diehard Patriots fan, defected from the Browns fandom a couple of games into their undefeated regular season. Smart decision. We have 2 local products in the Patriots organization. So everything should be telling me to pick the Patriots or at least root for the Patriots. But no, I'm going Seahawks. I think it's kind of like what Andrew said, a little bit of like Seahawks, maybe keep them at arm's length a little bit. I say let's go 27-17 Seahawks.
I like where both your guys' heads are. I love Mike Vrabel, but there is no way if the Chiefs are ever going to catch the Patriots in this Super Bowl arms race that I can allow them to win the Super Bowl. So I'm definitely not picking it to happen. I like the Seahawks. I think that maybe there's an interception late in the game, maybe a pick 6 that seals the deal. Just kind of feels like it's going to be really close, right? That something's going to happen. So I like where both y'all's heads are. I don't think it's going to be very high scoring either. So maybe like 24-17.
Yeah.
I just don't know that either one of these offenses have and in this game, as someone who's watched as a fan, your offense, the defense tends to be a little bit more dominant, especially early on, because it's really nerve-wracking for those offenses. It's a huge stage. It's hard to get the momentum
And it's wanting
going.
to avoid the mistake, I would
Right.
imagine. I'll defer to
Yes.
you on the Super Bowl fan experience. As the Browns fan, me wearing my jersey to our
Do you have one of those jerseys with all the
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks?
Honestly, I should get one of those, but no, me wearing my Browns jersey on Sunday will probably be as close as the Browns will get to the Super Bowl in quite some time.
Let me just tell you, you can maybe manifest it, because growing up Chiefs fan, I mean, we don't have like the terrible history of the Browns, no offense, but they were not very good for a very long time. We went through Tyler Palko, Tyler Thigpen, Brock Hurd, just this litany of terrible quarterbacks. I have a picture, and it'll probably come up in the next couple of days on my Facebook, where I posted, I was like, I'm putting out Chiefs stuff. And I bought a bunch of Chiefs stuff for this Super Bowl because someday we are going to play in this game. And it happened like 10 years later. So we're going to try to manifest it into happening someday for the Browns.
It's going to take a lot of power.
What about you? What's your team?
The Commanders.
The Commanders. Well, they've got at least a couple. It's been a minute, but
Hey, you have a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's more than I can say.
Hey, Shedeur Sanders might be the future. You never know.
Might be, but you have someone who
Pro Bowler Shedeur Sanders.
Yes.
we don't have enough time in this episode to get into that. But yeah, no, Browns fans.
I honestly think that Patrick Mahomes on one leg is more of a Pro Bowl.
Oh my God, yeah. I watched Patrick Mahomes on one leg in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay make some incredible plays that would be the best Browns quarterbacking they've had, other than Baker, probably.
Yeah, that's well, we'll see.
The haves and the have-nots.
Well, I think all three of our teams were in the same place when the playoffs started this year.
Yes.
So
yeah,
there's that. All right. So thank you guys for coming on. You're going to be seeing a lot more of them on the podcast, obviously on the TV, maybe a little bit less of me, which is good. I'll still be around. You can't get rid of me, but so welcome them, when you see them around town, and we will see you very soon back here on the podcast.
Sponsored by Food City.